Welcome to episode 84 of the Groupchat Wrestling Podcast. I'm Wrestler Mark, and I just want to start off on a relatively serious note before we get into the festivities of what is happening in the world of wrestling at the moment. Because look, it feels like this winter is going on forever. Everything feels genuinely so bleak. Everything is grey. Week after week, nothing is exciting. There's nothing in the future that says anything is going to change to what we're having to what we're living in right now. It's a really bleak time. But enough about WWE, because unless you've been living under a rock, AEW is on fire right now. Well, that's what some would have us believe. Andy, your thoughts on it as someone who's not been overly happy with the product in the last couple of months?
Honestly, I thought you were talking about the fucking Death Riders Callis vortex for a minute there.
No,
I was like,
what are you watching? Death Riders? We're
Random
going to talk
Death
about
Riders
that more.
Callis matches every
We're
fucking
gonna talk
week
about that
where
more.
they're suddenly faces for no fucking reason.
They're
Mox
not
is a
fucking
face.
faces.
Mox,
Mox
well, if they're not if they're not faces, why? If they're not faces, why are they in a fucking feud with your biggest heel faction? Why are they in a feud with the biggest heel faction if they're not faces? Why, if they're still heels, why are they feuding with the fucking biggest heel faction in AEW? Why?
The Death Riders and the Don Callis family are a mirror of each other. They are both splintering into heels and faces within the faction.
But why? Why no one's coming out of this better off?
If you watched the show, you would understand.
I've fucking watched the show. Unfortunately, I've been watching the fucking show. It's honestly, it's like, why? Why are they? If they're not faces, which okay, I hope they're not faces because it's stupid if they are. Even though some fella was telling me on fucking Twitter yesterday, there's been a full 3-month storyline as to why they're faces, which makes no fucking sense. Because why? I'm murdering people every fucking week. Well, but he's not though.
Willow Yuta is the top.
Well, Brett, let it breathe, bro. Let it breathe.
But like, I just don't get it. Like, why would you waste your two big heel fans? Like, people this week are going, Swerve's heel, thank fuck for that. Finally, I put a post. We got loads of people fucking liking it. That fucking dude followed me because of it. What's his face? What's his name? Forget his name. Anyway, big dude with loads of followers. So he liked it, and like, it's like finally we have a top fucking heel. Do you know why?
Justin Wang.
Justin Wang. Yeah. Do you know what? Do you know why? Do you know why because people are like, oh, finally we've got a fucking top heel ready out who's not MJF. Do you know why? Because they're all stuck in the fucking vortex. There's loads. Okada, fucking Takeshita, Carl Fletcher, John Moxley, fucking Claudio.
Is turning fit.
They're all stuck in the fucking vortex. They're spinning around doing fuck all. They're doing the meat spin for fucking 6 months.
Absolutely 100% fucking wrong. The Don Callis family is splintering the same way that the Death Riders are.
But they're all heels though at the moment.
They're heels.
They're fucking heels, and they're just like they're wasting time.
Being a face.
Who's coming out of this better off now? Who's coming out of the Death Riders better off? Marina.
All right, okay.
Marina.
I am ready for this.
Better off than they have been.
Or even you can't argue that.
No, Marina is. She's the only one coming out of it in a higher position. He's not any higher than he was in the Blackpool Combat Club. He's not any higher than he was in the Blackpool Club. Are you putting him in the fucking title in the TNT or the international title feud then? Because he's not any higher than he was.
It doesn't. You could though. You could. Willow Yuta.
No, you couldn't.
I liked him. I liked him a lot. He was irrelevant. Now the only person that gets more heat than Willow Yuta is Don fucking Callis himself. Every person in that arena wanted to see him get his head shaved. You don't have to be winning. You don't have to be winning titles to be relevant. He can go out there and get squashed every week.
I'm on about the position on the card where they're going to be. He's going to be in your fucking low-end matches because he's not been elevated from this at all.
What?
But that's the point of a fucking program, to elevate people. Otherwise, we'll just have John Moxley as the fucking ace for like 90 years, which, to be honest, I'll take. That's fine. But like, you want to see others elevated. No one is. But Pac is nowhere near where he has been in the past. So it's done fuck all for him. Fucking Claudio. Claudio should have fucking took out Mox, and that would have elevated him. Right now, Claudio is at the same spot he's been for the last fucking 2 or 3 years. He's just not been elevated. Marina has, yeah. She's the only one, and that's because they pushed her as a fucking face of the group.
No one else is. On the hill, this has been the best thing that could have happened to Willow Yuta. He was nowhere near. He was getting choked out by Chris Statlander every week.
But what's that do for him? It's done nothing for him.
It has. He's now one of the most relevant people in the company.
No, he's not. He's not.
He is. As a heel, he absolutely is. Nobody gets heat like him. They fucking don't. He doesn't have to be winning the titles.
I'm not winning the titles. I'm about position on the card. And the same in the Callis family. Who's coming out of that better off than they were before? Carl Fletcher. He's the one. Who else? They're all just languishing, knocking around in the fucking Callis family, rotating in matches each week. You say like there's a split. Well, they need to fucking hurry up the split because there's been a split supposedly happening for about fucking 6 months. Oh, we'll put the breadcrumbs out and then we'll just drag it on for 2 years. That's a classic Tony problem, is pushing things on too long. People used to say this was a fucking Jericho thing.
Bit of patience. We could have 6 swerves every bloody week.
Fucking hell, patience. I watched the Death Riders for a fucking year with a perfect ending, and then they suddenly went, no, we're going to go against the biggest heel faction in the company. Like, they should have fucking ended it then. It's stupid. It's just fucking, it's boring. Every week there's a Death Riders match, and admittedly the great matches, because like the wrestlers are all fucking brilliant. John Moxley is unfucking real, and but I want a reason to care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's like I see it on and I'm like, oh, fucking another Death Riders match. Fucking so what, whatever. Because there's nothing to it. There's nothing actually happening anymore. Like whereas previously, up until the randomness of them going, we're going after the Callis family, I cared. I wanted to know what was coming next. Now I just don't fucking care anymore. I don't care. It's.
So yeah, AEW is on fire at the moment with a question mark. I'll jump. Okay. Right. So I'm kind of in between. Can I just touch on the Wheeler Yuta stuff for a minute?
Missed you too, Andy.
I'm in between you two on Wheeler Yuta. In that, I don't think he's anywhere near the top of the card or anything, but I do believe without him being with the Death Riders, he's nowhere in AEW. He's benefited from it, but I mean, I still don't really care that much about him. It's nothing against him personally, but I don't look forward to him. I thought it was funny, essentially, but I don't necessarily care still. But I do care more than if he wasn't with the Death Riders, because then I would literally just
I'll agree with that, yeah.
any person.
I do agree with that.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't. If he wasn't on TV for 6 months, would I remember he's not on TV for 6 months? Probably not. But I do enjoy his shtick for what it is. But I do very much think there's a ceiling with him, and this is probably it.
Also, before you carry on, we completely forgot about someone. I think that just makes my point exactly. Daniel Garcia. Does anyone actually give a fuck about Daniel Garcia at the moment? Doesn't seem to be many, because he's probably as low as I can remember him in AEW at the moment. So that's done fuck all for him. They delayed, did the turn. It was very lukewarm shite, and I don't like Daniel Garcia is not benefiting from this at all for me.
Go on, Brett. You've been very good.
You're our ray of sunshine, Brett. You're our Mr. Positivity here.
You've been very,
open
very
up
patient.
The clouds and let the blue sky appear through your words of wisdom.
With Wheeler Yuta, I don't look at it as far as where his card is. I look at what the role he has within the company right now, and what his role is. He is playing it perfectly, and it is whenever he holds a mic or is in the ring, he, for whatever reason, however it started, whether it was the turn against Bryan Danielson a couple of years ago when he did join the Death Riders, like he, besides Don Callis, is the #1 heat magnet in that entire company, all along with MJF as well. Oh, he's below those two, obviously below MJF, below Don Callis. But what's crazy is that he doesn't do too much, but it's just immediately when he is on your screen or he's in front of the crowd with a mic or about to talk, it is immediately in unison, fuck you, Yuta, to the screaming through the rafters. Like I said, it might not be advancing up or down the card, but he has a spot. He has a role within, whether it's just within the Death Riders and not outside. He knows his role and he is playing it well for what it is. And like the worst reaction you could get, whether you are in a match or on the mic, is no reaction whatsoever. We cannot say that about Wheeler Yuta. So yeah, there is a point, like, is he going to be like maybe a top upper carder or a main event one day? No, but I mean, Jesus Christ, I mean, how many wrestlers have we seen over the decades that have made a pretty good career, like being in the lane of a Wheeler Yuta, like a mid card guy, who will do the job, no problem there, who will for the small big moments that he's a part of, like they will pop in, like have those great reactions, like the mixed tag match in Australia. He played his role perfectly because everybody fucking hates Yuta, and they was great viewership. Him getting his head shaved, and now he's wrestling in a fucking wool cap now. So now, like when the pop, like when that hat gets pulled off in the middle of the match, it's gonna be fucking massive. He's gonna get great responses. And that's the thing we kind of forget, right, with AEW, that like, yes, we do tune in for the great wrestling, but for whatever it is, like the development, him as a character and just a shit heel, like that you can't fucking stand. He's just a gnat that's just so fucking annoying to the entire fan base that when he does get a little bit of upcomings, like it does generate some of the biggest reactions on AEW television. And like I said, he might not be advancing or decreasing on the card, but his role within the Death Riders and AEW, he's got his sweet spot. He's found his sweet spot. You know, it's like if you're dancing, you're not doing too much. You're doing the 1-2 step. You're going 1-2 this way, and that's all he is. He's staying in his lane. He's not doing too much. He's doing what's asked of him, and he's doing great for it. Like, that's all I can say right now. I mean, what he's doing right now is good for him and what they're asking for. But like, I think Andy asked about Daniel Garcia. I mean, yeah, listen, absolutely
I will give you that one.
Absolutely.
You've just made my point there, Brett, though, and what I mean is if you have an 18-month program and the only person coming out of that any better off is Marina and Mox, then that's a failure for me. He's not. Yeah, but you just said he's come out probably the same as he was at the start, so I don't think he's coming out better off. Like, in fact, and I'd say Pac and Claudio are probably worse off, unless, like, I mean, look, something drastically might change next week, but at the moment, it's just like
Claudio's CMLL world champion.
But is he? Do you think of him as any higher on the card, on the position, and any higher in AEW than he was 18 months ago? Because I don't.
I do.
He was Ring of Honor champion.
I feel
he was Ring of Honor champion then.
On AEW,
I feel that
yes,
his performances have improved in that period of time. I think that I do feel that he had a period in AEW for about a year that he was kind of thought he was actually going through the motions, and now I feel his matches he's on really good form. So I'm invested in him more because I loved him when he was in WWE. I'm very much invested in him. But I'd very quickly touch on this is probably the most anyone on any podcast ever has spoken about Wheeler Yuta. So I mean, we're giving him a lot of airtime tonight. We're giving him more airtime and more consideration
because he is a
Tony
part
Khan
of the
has in the last 3
fraternity
years.
now. He's a part of the fraternity now, and he's being a little shit right now that he's not fucking honoring his goddamn deal. Okay.
Do we think that he is gonna have a singles match with Tony Storm at Revolution?
No.
No, but he should if they weren't cowards.
That's where the hat comes off.
I think they're pushing Tony Storm back into the title picture. I think they're
not yet. Surely not yet.
I just think they are. I think the split and all that. I feel like they're panicking a little bit. Not panicking, but they want to give someone big to.
I don't want them to take it off Tekla too soon.
No, they don't.
I don't.
I think.
I don't, but I do feel like they're putting Tony into a match with her. I don't know. I just with the
I don't mind if they put Tony in a match with Tekla like down the line, but I think Tekla should definitely go over because I mean it's only been a couple of weeks, but my God, her on the mic, the backstage interviews, like she has it. She can talk. She has a presence about her. Like she has a coolness factor that you want as your champion. Like we talk about perfect fits, like in the past. Their past signings in the past year, she is it right there. I mean, she has everything that I think you want in a potential superstar that, let's be honest, we haven't seen really besides with the exception of Toni and Mercedes and Athena as well. Like we haven't seen a lot of in my opinion, a lot of like of the women's wrestlers and Willow as well, like that just have it all together. Like they have the in-ring, but they have the connection with the crowd. They just have
Mercedes as well. Mercedes needs to win that title when she finally does. She needs to win it from a heel champion.
Yeah,
agreed.
Yeah. I don't know whether Mercedes will work as a face though. Like I feel like you're right. I feel like that's what they're doing, but I just don't see how they're gonna turn Mercedes face and it's gonna work because like she's just got such a natural like heel. Like
she's a perfect heel.
Yeah, she is. Like she's like it's.
Heel.
Oh, I don't know. Like
it's just the moment when she wins it's going to be a feel-good moment.
I do feel like that's what to do, and I feel like that's the play for All In now. I feel like that's why Hater moved into tags, which kind of disappoints me. But I feel like that's why because the play is Mercedes. Like it's got to be,
But who does Mercedes take it off? I don't see Mercedes Tekla as being the match at All In.
Yeah,
So are we getting it onto another face to then get onto another heel in time?
What,
Because
from
there's
Willow
not.
to like Athena, maybe?
That'll
Or
be because
I feel like that's too much.
Willow should have the crowning moment at a big show. Like,
Do you know what?
I-
Why doesn't Mercedes win it earlier and then Willow beats her at Wembley?
yeah,
I mean, the
okay,
crowd would lose the
but
fucking shit for that.
yeah.
that's face Mercedes then. But then she has to go back to heel to lose to Willow.
I'd just bring her back to heel. Like I say, I don't think she'll work as a face. I don't think she'll get the reactions.
The way the women's roster is structured right now, I have no objection of having Tekla hold that belt until All In, and if the plan is for Mercedes to win the women's world title, I mean, I think stylistically and just the dynamic between Tekla and Mercedes, I mean, just how the division is evolving right now. I understand like getting maybe Toni Storm, but you can't go back to you gotta take a leap with Tekla right here. And so far she's smashing it right now. She's knocking it out of the park. I say you give her more opponents to go through.
Good ones.
Good ones, yes. Obviously.
Don't make the Mariah May mistake, which it feels like they're already doing if she's in a feud with Thunder Rosa. Like, what the fuck are we doing? It's the world title. Why is Thunder Rosa getting anywhere near a world title shot? They did this with Mariah May when Anna Jay and Thunder Rosa had title shots in consecutive weeks, and it's like it's the world fucking title. It's your biggest fucking prize. This was my problem with the Hangman run, is they didn't make it feel like the biggest prize by putting the top heels against them. Like, put your top heel face women, against Tekla and let her fucking beat them all. Like, give them maybe a couple of DQs or whatever to drag them out to multi matches or whatever to make it big, but like give her big wins and make the world title feel like the most important prize on the roster, which it should be. I don't know. I always feel like it should be. The Thunder Rosa stuff this week just baffled me because she's not like, look, she's not a very good wrestler. Not in, that's harsh, but not by the standards. I feel like it's moved on from when Thunder Rosa was at the top. I feel like that's a fair way to put it. Like, and the level the top women are at now is far ahead of that. Like, yeah, that's just my opinion. I don't.
The women they've got at the top now it's insane, the talent that they've got there. I like Thunder Rosa. I like her character. I like what she's done in the past. But yeah, she's not. I wouldn't have had her come right back in and go into that spot.
No. She shouldn't be anywhere near that spot. Like I like her character and stuff. I like the look as well. But I just think wrestling wise in ring, she's probably been part of some of the worst matches I've seen in AEW. So I wouldn't put her anywhere near. And like I say, what they did with Mariah May, they absolutely killed that fucking reign with some of the opponents they gave her. And I'm sure a lot of it was Mariah May not making the best of it. But like you've got to give the best. You've got to put the best you have available.
Wow, what else has been going on this week?
A mystery box.
Yeah. The mystery.
Mystery. What's in the box? What is in the box?
I think we all know what's in the fucking box, don't we?
Honestly,
we all know Danhausen is in that box.
Danhausen.
The lizard man's gonna fucking start jizzing all over the place when Danhausen comes out of there, and they realise they're gonna have the longest tag reign in WWE history.
With the most merch sales, because you can say what you like. I will claim to my dying day they fumbled Danhausen a little bit in AEW. Just for the merch sales. Trotting out every 3 or 4 weeks with a new t-shirt on.
The curse shit doesn't work.
It doesn't. But
like, I had no idea. I had no idea who Danhausen was when he debuted in AEW. And my mate said, "Oh yeah, he's told me the social media stuff." I just don't get it. Maybe it's just my age. Maybe it's the fact that I don't like superhero films. They're like my nightmare to sit there and watch a superhero film. I don't like this kind of this kind of thing, this kind of gimmick. It's too far fetched from reality for me. It does nothing for me. Like, I'm sure he's top fella, and he seems like a really nice guy, but I don't want to see him on AEW TV. He suits WWE TV more because it's more slapstick and more nonsensical. So it's a perfect marriage. It's a perfect fit. Let him crack on there. Again, he'll make their money. He'll make some money. He can be there to like open Phil Brooks's Pepsi cans and do whatever he takes to carry a fag and do whatever else Phil wants him to do. Yeah, it's a perfect fit. He didn't work in AEW. He just didn't work. Like Cody didn't work. Like some people don't work somewhere, and he's one of them.
He'll be a star over there. I think it's a perfect signing for them. It's got WWE written all over it. They'll make so much fucking money off him.
I'll tell you who it's not though. It's not Chris Jericho, because I think we found recently that his AEW contract's been frozen. A little bit's on pause right now. So, but I think because of
Do you know why
recent,
else it's not him? Because he's making a movie at the for the next month,
Is he?
so it's not going to be him.
yeah,
Yeah,
well,
he said it on his podcast.
oh,
Said he's filming a movie after this tour, so
hmm.
it ain't going to be him.
I'd
Unless they
say,
bring him in and then he's off for a while. Like,
yeah. I'll tell you who it is because of recent events right now. I think it was last week. WWE officials had to meet because of low ticket sales because of WrestleMania. You know, it's not doing well in Vegas. Shocker. You go back to a city 2 years in a row in which fucking
It's
tourism.
10 million quid to stand outside with your ear pressed to the door.
it's fucking ridiculous, isn't it?
Tourism is down big time in Vegas. Like, there's no reason to go to Vegas. There's no reason to go to Vegas 2 years in a row. Just letting everyone know right now. There's no fucking reason to go to Vegas 2 years in a row. They raised ticket prices astronomically. They did a 25% sale last weekend. Didn't move shit at all. Actually, it added tickets back on to Ticketmaster, which is impressive, I might say. There's only one answer
They
who's
did
in the crate.
negative. They made negative money.
They made negative. I think 2,000 plus tickets went back on Ticketmaster for
Wait.
resale.
So all these people who are like, WWE is the best company because they make the most money, they are now making negative money this week.
It sounds like it. So saying all that stuff, there's only one answer who's in the crate. And I know it's going to piss WWE fans off, but it makes all the sense in the world. It's going to be The Rock. It's going to be The Rock because to generate interest for WrestleMania. Because right now, as it sits right now, as last time I checked, there's only 2 matches announced. They have a whole bunch of injuries right now. That faction over there, the Vision, we complain about all the members of the Don Callis family. Well, guess what? He's fucking smart because he could deal with 3-4 injuries and still have another 12 going. Who's out? Bronson Reed gone. Braun Breaker gone. Seth Rollins gone. You're down to fucking Logan Paul and Austin Theory. Fuck me,
Jesus
man. Like, have
Christ,
fun
that's so
with
bad.
that. So I saw someone say that's Ryback 2.0 when it was Ryback and oh my god, I forgot who else was a fucking teammate. And Curtis
I didn't
Axel
watch
with Paul
wrestling when it
Heyman.
was shit, so
Yeah,
I
it
don't know.
real shit sandwich back then. But yeah, it's gonna be the fucking Rock. And then
It's not, man.
They're not keeping The Rock in a box. For
The Rock
10
is
years,
sitting-
Yeah, the
however
Rock's not going to
long.
go in a box.
The
is
Rock
he?
is the Rock is sitting at home, and they rang him, and he's gone. Yo, Rock, it's Paul. We need you to be in the box. And the Rock's gone, go fuck yourself, you racist piece of shit. I am not being in that fucking box because I want you gone and I want to take your job. That's what's happening.
Although he probably,
The Rock wants him gone.
did say to him, he probably did say to Triple H before he told him to fuck off, that is actually the best creative idea you've ever had.
And he
then
said,
told him
no,
to fuck off.
he
He's
said,
not
know your
wrong.
role.
It's not the worst creative idea he's ever had. Could be
I-
any
I-
fucker in that box. It's
I
the
know he's in the box.
Gobbledygooker.
That's
Go
what I
on.
was going to say. I do think it's the
Oh shit,
Gobbledygooker.
sorry.
I think the Gobbledygooker's coming out, and they're going to do a whole fucking dance for the next, 10 months till Thanksgiving. And it's just
Isn't
going to be a
it
theme
Jose
for the new
Guerrero?
era. The era of
Gobbledygooker.
Thanksgiving.
no, I saw someone say it's gonna watch it be Joe Hendry in the box.
Do you know what? It probably is, actually. That's a good one. No, it's Danhausen, but Joe
could
Hendry's
work.
a good shout, actually, yeah.
The-
Someone will say
no,
his
the-
name, they'll
the
open the box
best-
and he'll be there.
If it's
The
Ray
best choice
Leverkusen, I
would
will
be
fly
if it-
over there and strangle you with
Oh
my
my
bare
God.
fucking hands, Triple H.
Well, we did say she has a kind of look of,
No,
what's his face? Dr. Frankenfurter. With
You put her in the box.
they could put her in the box and have her come out, like, as, yeah.
I'll
That's
be in
their
your fucking
creative. That's
walls,
what they would do.
Paul. Stay away.
What
It
if,
might- what if it's Romeo?
What if it's on
Oh,
Powerhouse
so
Hobbs and they forgot they debuted him in the Royal Rumble because he's not been seen since? So they
What if it's
re-debuted him.
Andrade?
They might think he's a different person because the guy they debuted at the Royal Rumble was 35 and they've still got this other Powerhouse Hobbs who's 40. So maybe it's another one.
That's right. Triple H probably can't tell them apart.
He
I
doesn't see-
love the fact
he
that
doesn't see
nobody knew
color.
how old he was. that they
No.
signed him not knowing how old he was. That's amazing.
Somebody asked him, Meltus is always like 41, and everyone got mad.
Yeah, it's like
Why are
fucking
you
Rod.
saying this now?
I experienced this back in
asked.
I experienced all this back in 1990 with Roger Miller. Everyone going apeshit over someone's age being fucking wrong.
Who the fuck's Roger Miller?
Mm.
He was a Cameroon guy who lied about his age. Cameroon legend.
Weird that with
scored in the
Carlo,
World Cup.
Arsenal signed a player called Carlo. He was meant to be 24 at the time, but he was apparently 33. So I've heard Harry Redknapp say before that there was one game that he played and he didn't break out of a jog for the entire game. He just walked the whole game basically when they were in the championship because he was like 46 playing professional football and he didn't have the legs to
Wow.
run anymore.
There was
God, I
there was a
understand that.
fella who Lazio signed who was supposed to be 16, and if you see a picture of him, I'll put one on this. He looks like he's about 42, and they signed him as a 16-year-old. It's insane. Freddie Adu, another one. They said he was older than he was, but who knows?
It's mad. WWE do have like all their top stars are like 90 or something. Isn't the average age like 74?
I mean,
or something
Apart
in
from Braun
WWE?
Breaker, I think they're all pretty much their entire main event scene. But that's their thing, in it. You're the main event scene when you're 40ish, roughly. That's kind of Triple H's thing, I think, now.
Yeah.
There's no one apart from Braun Breaker who really scratches around there. That's not, I think, a minimum of 39.
Well, the thing is, they've got a lad who's looking good there, Jevon Evans, but like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
amazing.
he
Yeah.
needs to honestly. They present him too much as Mr. Bojangles, though, and he needs to lean into being more urban.
that was
Says the
Honestly,
man-
like, what were
said-
you thinking?
Says a man whose
Do you know
gimmick
what?
was
Do you know
a
what? He's
fucking
someone.
wizard.
He's someone who very much reminds me of being along the lines of JBL. In that he says he's like a Democrat and says he's like liberal and stuff. But
We'll never
I always
know.
I watched a video with him on YouTube years ago, and he was talking about people in WWE, and the way he spoke about some of the women was fucking disgusting. Especially, I know she was an arsehole, Tammy and Six Sunny. He spoke about her like she was a piece of shit. And I thought that's not very progressive and nice of you. Like you're coming across like a scumbag here. And so,
It's
like, he's someone like JBL who, despite the fact that he tries to plead that, oh yeah, I'm not a bad guy, you're always like one comment away from offending half the fucking world. And those comments on Evans were just fucking shocking.
He was mad. But they've got Jevon Evans coming through. They've got Leon Slater, but they ain't going to push any of them as main eventers for the next 15 years. They'll be at most you might get them in the intercontinental kind of area, but they ain't going to be main eventers until they pass that. I think it's like an age, isn't it? Like once it's your birthday, you're 30. We now move you up a tier.
Like you mentioned Javon and Leon, but there's also another one in Obafemi. I mean, like
He's
that's
class. He's fucking class. That fella.
like
Yeah.
And I tell you what, so I think what they're planning to do, Brock laid out an open challenge for Mania. It's going to be Oba and Brock, and there's no fucking way if you do that match that Oba better not take the fucking L in that match.
Do you think he will? Because I think he will. I don't think there's any way Brock Lesnar's losing to him.
That's fucking insane if if you do that match. Anyone with common sense would be like, okay, it's a no-brainer. This is one of the next big things right here. You beat the old guard takes the 3, and you do the honors on the biggest stage possible. But with Triple H and fucking head of creative, I have no fucking idea. Because especially whether it's Triple H now or Vince then, what are they famous for? 50-50 booking. They'll have. I wouldn't be surprised if they have Oba take the pin at Mania, and then the next pay-per-view Backlash, a way smaller PLE, they'll give Oba his win back. And I'm like, why would you not do it on the grandest fucking stage? Like he should not be taking a pin from anyone at all.
I'll give you one reason why Triple H will do it on the grand stage, and you know exactly what that reason is.
That's a nice color. That's a nice color shirt you have on, Andy.
2 reasons actually. The other one because they'll not, you know the way they work, they won't want to do anything negative towards Brock Lesnar while all this stuff's going on, because the way they look at it is, we're just going to push him even more. We're going to push him until you can't fucking get upset about it anymore. We'll just keep pushing him. That's what they do, isn't it? We'll keep going.
Yeah. I mean, listen, them bringing Brock back last year at SummerSlam, it was a litmus test of like a long list of litmus tests of what this company can do to their fan base. And, it's like, oh my God, let's talk about Elimination Chamber, how they blocked out all watch parties in Chicago because of low ticket sales. The same thing they're doing for WrestleMania. They blocked out within a 50-mile radius in Vegas watch parties. They're basically saying, you want to watch WrestleMania? You better buy these fucking tickets. And I saw something else like, how can WWE keep doing this? Because why? Because they can, because the fan base allows it to. What do I mean they allow it to? They have done all the shit they have done over the years, like from blacking out watch parties, from bringing Brock back, to raising ticket prices astronomically. And what happens? The fans will bitch and moan on Twitter and all social media platforms. And then where the fuck are you on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Friday nights? You are there watching the product, live streaming the product, live tweeting the product, because they know they could fuck with you each way, up, down, sideways, and you're still going to come back. They know that they could raise the ticket prices on you. You're coming back. We could bring back deplorable human beings like Brock Lesnar. You're going to come back. Hell, they could bring back Vince McMahon at WrestleMania. and put him back in creative. And guess what? You will be disgusted and sick to your heart. You're not going nowhere. The Triple H knows, TKO knows. They know that they could do whatever they want to this fan base, ticket sales, Brock, possibly Vince, blackouts, all this stuff. And you ain't going nowhere. And it's going to continue. Get used to it. It's not going to stop anytime soon, because as long as they're making record gates and record money and have so many of the fan base on Twitter tap dance for all the record profits that don't go into their pockets or their bank accounts, they're going to continue to fuck with you in every which direction. And I don't feel sorry for you one fucking bit, because you know how much you could bitch and whine about how you're being treated as a fan, but what does it mean when you keep coming back?
They don't give a
People
fuck,
think-
do they?
Yeah, they don't.
People
They
think
don't.
wrestling is WWE.
Yeah,
That's
they do.
all it is to them, and they don't realize that there are other things out there. Okay, can we talk about butter for a minute? Right. Okay.
What?
Just trust me. Right.
I don't want to
in
talk
the
about butter.
UK,
My dog ate a
butter.
fucking butter. Cost me fucking 150
shit,
quid.
yeah, Andy's triggered by butter. Okay, well, I'll make it quick. In the UK, there's a butter called Lurpak that everybody insists on buying. They think it's the best one. It's actually shite. It's not even real butter. It's a blend of random crap, but it's spreadable. It's easy to use. It's fancy. They've got good advertising.
It's very
everything's great.
expensive.
It's really fucking expensive. They cost way more than it's worth.
I bought the same
Then-
pack that's from Aldi today called Nordpack.
Nordpack, yeah. But there's also, right next to it on the shelf, there's a little square of butter called Kerrygold. And it's real butter. It's a bit cheaper. It's Irish. You don't really see it as much. But you get a lot more for your money. But it's not as easy to spread. You have to leave it out for a little bit, or you put it in the microwave. You know, you've got to work to get to this butter. But no, people still pick up this easily digested, overpriced fucking Lurpak that isn't even yellow, by the way. It's not even butter. It just pretends to be butter. But
It's
no,
very white, isn't it? It's very anemic.
it is very white. It is the whitest butter you will ever see, and that is
Does
definitely a
Triple
metaphor.
H use that then, yeah?
He does. It is white. It is cheap, but it's easy and it's everywhere, and it's overpriced. It's cheap to the taste, but it costs a lot.
So basically, we're saying WWE is shit.
Yes, they are white and tacky.
They're
And
a
a
machine,
blend.
aren't they? They can
They're
do
not
whatever
butter.
they can do whatever the fuck they want. No one will care. The machine just keeps turning. You know, they've got the general, you know, kind of consciousness of most of the public, haven't they? That WWE is wrestling, and that's going to be a hard thing to change for anyone. It's going to be a
But
long
that's Vince McMahon's legacy.
process.
Vince McMahon wanted this. Vince McMahon achieved this. This was all
Yeah.
down to Vince. This is no one else. This isn't Hogan, isn't Austin, isn't Cena. This is Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, not just he ate up the opposition, he gave them this. Like everything that they achieve now is still because of Vince. They have got again, AEW, for instance, can't have a bad month before because it will set them back so much. A single wrestler can derail AEW for a year. WWE are untouchable. They can do literally anything wrong and they will recover within a month. They have put on probably like 5 weeks of really poorly received shows now. They'll probably put on like an 8 out of 10 of the Elimination Chamber, and again they'll be back sucking Triple H's toes. Like they are so he is. Again, Vince wanted mainstream wrestling to have a fan base of idiots, of easily people that are easily satisfied, that will defend it like tribally. Vince McMahon was a genius for that. That's the one thing I'll say. He got exactly what he wanted out of wrestling, and it's all the worse for it from a mainstream perception of what wrestling is. It's so bad. And stuff like AEW or a lot of the indies or CMLL, they can put on these shows that are far more tailored to people with a bit of brain capacity. But it doesn't matter because it's never ever going to be able to generate enough eyes on it from enough open-minded people that will give wrestling a go, that don't just think this is the kind of dog shit stuff that Vince McMahon did.
Well, the TNA suffered from that as well, because, you know, there was a point where, you know, not TNA now, obviously, but TNA at one point was putting on bangers, and they just, they had their set audience, and they just never really kind of made a dent in the WWE past that because of that reason, because it wasn't WWE. It's like the whole thing where, you know, the analogy I use is not butter, but like when I was growing up, you'd have like, you know, people would have like, you know, Mega Drive, Segas, whatever, you know, they'd have Amigas, whatever. But my nan would always say, you're playing Nintendo. That's what it was. Everyone just, Nintendo was the thing that people would go, oh, you're playing Nintendo. That was it. didn't kind of that Sega suffered massively from that because they couldn't just break Nintendo for that reason. And like that's what AEW have. No matter what it is, you will. I remember going to Tesco last year and I had a Drew Parker t-shirt. So it's not even AEW, and it clearly said GCW on it. And some kids came on and was like, "Is that WWE?" I went, "Fuck off."
They were 6 years old, Andy. How can you tell a 6-year-old to fuck off?
They're about 8.
Drop kicked
so
him
it
into
was
the
all right,
peas.
The fuck?
Locked him in the
off.
freezer. You deserve
Yeah.
nothing less, you little shit.
So
What it is.
Dear me.
when
But
I,
if you notice, people are much more critical towards AEW because of that. One, because they put on better shows, but also because of the desperation for them not to fuck it up the way TNA did, so that we aren't stuck with that monopoly anymore.
I think I find with the AEW criticism and fans and stuff that it's like AEW, like
It's done for
diehards
love a lot of the
online.
time.
Well, no, diehard AEW fans, like, because there is so much of this bad faith stuff, as soon as you mention anything that is you're critical about, they automatically get the fucking backs up and think you're just shitting on. And you're like, look, you can actually have a conversation and understand that not everything is fucking perfect. But for some reason, and I understand why, because there was a time when I thought, when I was loving every fucking show, and I was the same, people had slagged something off, and I'd be, fuck off, you just. But like, and I think it's because it's like a siege mentality, isn't it? You know, it's like, you know, we must protect AEW at all costs because of this machine, and all these people, you know, associated with this machine are trying everything they can to fucking discredit him. I mean, another one this week was Bully Ray, you know, with his backhanded fucking compliments.
Yeah.
Oh, I think AJ Styles would be great in AEW because they could put a match on with no story that they wouldn't need one. It's like, fuck you. He's clearly said that to have a fucking dig, but go, no, I meant as a fuck off, you fucking prick. Go and eat some cheeseburgers, you fucking dickhead. It's, I just, yeah, it is. But that's why. But that's why they get the fucking, eat some White Castle burgers. But that's why.
Not just Matt the prick.
That's why they AEW fans I find online do get very defensive about it and not overprotective of anything AEW. For that reason, because there is so much bad faith shit out there that any bit of criticism they automatically get into. Whoa, leave my AEW alone. You know, it's like.
So, like, don't take it away from me. I have nothing else.
It is like, and like people, if I like, it's like, you know, if I'm not enjoying AEW, which a lot of the stuff the last 6 months I haven't, people automatically assume that I fucking hate AEW. I'm a WWE fan. I haven't watched WWE in like fucking 20 odd years.
God, no.
I think I might have tried it once or twice in the past and turned it off after 5 mints. I watched
the Rock stuff. We'd have heard about it.
I watched the Rock stuff on YouTube when he was there because I like the Rock. The Rock's great, but like I wouldn't watch that. AEW is what got me back into wrestling. It's why I fucking do this podcast with you guys. It's why I go to a lot more fucking indie shows and stuff, and I'm at indie shows more or less every week because of that. So to automatically assume I hate AEW and want to die, that's ridiculous. But like,
if you did, you wouldn't give a shit.
Exactly, I wouldn't care.
Bothered.
I'd just be like, whatever, shite.
Yeah. And I'm one of the defenders. However, when they do something I don't like, as in this last week, I spit my dummy out. And
you mean the best thing they've done the best thing they've done since July last year? That's the thing you didn't like. The greatest moment of AEW television since July, what was it, the 14th last year?
I believe so, yeah.
It may have been good
You can remove the may. You can remove the
maybe.
It wasn't just great TV. It was great to progress the storylines because they've been fucking floundering for a while. The world title storylines around that have harmed a lot because of the fucking dog shit fucking op shit that they tried to fucking force on everybody. This is like, yes, we've got something now. We're moving. Let's go.
Kenny, then it would have. We could have had Kenny at Revolution. That would have been a massive deal.
We couldn't though, can we? Because he's playing fucking Street Fighter.
What?
Yes,
you don't know about this, Lucy.
He has a that week of up to Revolution. There's a Capcom.
He's playing Super Nintendo instead of wrestling at Revolution.
Yeah.
But
really?
there's word that like
Kenny.
even though he might not wrestle, he's trying to like make Revolution, like show up to Revolution. But listen, Lucy, I'm sorry. Listen, first off, the end of the match, like Aubrey is so clumsy that she tripped in front of Kenny Omega clearly. Okay,
she's undefeated in AEW.
She tripped and like got in the way, so you know she cost Kenny Omega the match. Let's get the record straight. straight. And no, like Andy and Mark said, this was 100% necessary right here. And you know what? It does make Swerve's song choice like make sense now. I remember when he came back at Full Gear, we were a little bit, this doesn't fit him, but now it's perfect right now. And listen, and if you're gonna turn heel, who's better to do it against Kenny Omega? They could do a montage right now over the years of like Kenny is just that guy that you just unalive. It's the meme. It's the South Park meme.
Stop trying to kill Kenny.
Yeah.
If you want time off, Kenny, just set your email to out of office. You don't have to try and fucking die every time.
They had to get good heel heat, didn't they? And that was one of the only ways. Because don't forget, Swerve broke into a family home, threatened a newborn baby in a fucking crib, and the crowd started cheering when Nana started dancing. So they had to do something that would get heat. If Nana can't dance next week, he's got to. If he is dancing, Swerve's got to fucking boot him in the head because Swerve needs to. Because Swerve has to.
Yes,
Swerve
has to.
He's got to work at this, Swerve, because last time he didn't, and last time he played the cool heel, and it kind of. It forced him into a change of direction for him and Hangman, whereas this time, they can't change this. This has to be a fucking full-on, because I want to see a fucking mean, badass Swerve just fucking terrorize everybody with whatever group he's putting together. That's exciting, whatever group he's putting together as well. That's fucking really exciting.
Was it someone on here about this Kevin Knight? Someone put out something about a Kevin Knight situation, which was fucking really well done. About in the trios tag title match, and against Ricochet and Gates of Agony down the line, or against some Swerve whoever he brings in, and Kevin Knight. I don't know why I said Ricochet. I was thinking about last week.
I would fucking.
But yeah, Kevin Knight changes mid-match and goes and joins the Mogul Embassy. Whoever else Swerve brings in with him.
That's a fucking that's like, speaking of elevating people. That's the next step to elevate Kevin Knight for me. Doing
Kevin
something
Knight's
like
amazing.
that, and then get him in the kind of. One of the title conversations while he's under Swerve.
Because we don't need to take the trios off them with Hangman going after.
I think so.
MJF.
I think that the Hangman stuff's just been like muddied so much that like it just feels very weak at the moment with everything that they've done over the last few months. And
Is he?
I feel like
the one.
Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
I was literally just going to say one thing. Like, the one thing I would have changed about Swerve's heel turn is I wouldn't have brought him back when they did, because I feel like him coming back at that point harmed Hangman's, his run and story a little bit more there. I would have brought him back a bit later myself. Just let Hangman suffer a bit on his own.
I'd have had them. No, I liked him back because they were hinting. They had people believing, oh my God, are they going to team together? What's going on? If you hadn't had that, it wouldn't be quite so devastating. I know you didn't want a Hangman team, but I wanted a Swerve redemption arc.
It's more because I just think it makes Hangman look like a bit more of a fucking idiot by fucking.
From Hangman's point of view, yes. From Swerve's, I think it was right. What were you saying, Mark? Sorry.
I was just because, like, I mean, again, we're talking about it was when we touched on about the music for Swerve's music. Obviously, his heel music, his whole presentation is heel. Again, the fucking his Titantron video, whatever we call it in AEW, it's the house burning down still. Yeah. This is going to lead, I believe, to a match between the two, which again I think they'll build. Probably it wouldn't surprise me if it's all in. And I think they'll have a big blow up match, because I'm assuming we're going to be getting. I think I'm thinking. I mean, for me, the perfect. Sorry, I've gone off on a tangent here, but I've got this in my head, so I'm going to just spit it out there now, so it's on record ahead of time. But I'm thinking that the big three matches at All In could be the women's title, Willow v Mercedes, the men's title, Kenny v Ospreay, and I Quit match, Swerve v Hangman. I mean, if that's the card, I'm erect for months on end and into it.
Kenny Ospreay is everything to me. It has to be.
That's going to be the title match.
I'd like to see Swerve Ospreay. I want Swerve to win the title. Only because this whole bullshit fucking I will never challenge for the title thing is dog shit. But I did see one guy on Twitter have an amazing fucking get out for it, where it's like Hangman's like, okay, I won't challenge. But Hangman loses it because of Swerve interference. And then says, I will not fucking challenge. But if he has the fucking title, fuck you, I'm going after this cunt. And that is one thing I would love, because then you could have a Hangman going on a fucking. That he'd just go on.
Came up with that.
On an absolute fucking tear, trying to fucking take out Swerve, and I would love that. That would be so fucking good.
I think the way they go with this, Hangman loses, obviously, because everyone's like, oh, it's Cody again, it's Cody again. The mistake wasn't having Cody lose; it was having him stick to it. What Cody should have done, I mean, I don't often advocate a heel turn, but what Cody should have done is like, fuck you guys, I'm Cody Rhodes, I'm breaking my promise. That's what I think they're going to do with Hangman. Here's the mistake that wasn't him losing.
I just think a heel turn so soon after the face return is just it's too soon for me.
He doesn't necessarily have to be heel. He can
And then you've got this whole fucking thing of they'll probably end up because they love as much as we moan about the Fed loving moments. He loves his moments, Tony, over the last 6 months or so. I don't know whether it's the TV ratings thing or something. He loves
It's
his
TV
moments.
ratings
yeah.
thing.
And
It's
I
definitely
feel,
TV ratings thing.
I've seen like
100%.
Trish and Sarah speculated that it's because the ratings went down. Everyone was panicking, like we need to just try things, and it worked. It has worked. So,
Yeah.
but I just don't want him to do another fucking Hangman Swerve tag fucking thing. I just
No. We
no.
never need to see that ever again now.
No.
We need
it's
to
done.
see, because we that feud, like that feud, like was Hangman's redemption arc, I suppose. Again, we could go into the lore of him and everything this around him. But what really went wrong for him was what happened with Swerve. Like the people didn't stay with him despite the fact that he did nothing wrong. And so the redemption arc for him, winning the title was one thing. But then having that feud, getting that redemption against Swerve when everyone is behind him, when he is the good player like he was last time, and this time the people
I
don't
like that.
gravitate
Yeah.
towards Swerve.
Hey.
But,
I
an
like
I
that.
quit match between them two. As the second, then you need a little bit of a filler before if you have Kenny and Ospreay at the main event. But I think it builds up to that. I don't think they have another match until then. I think an I quit match is the only match left for them. Okay, if you've got the Texas Death and you've had was it a steel cage or was it a something steel cage match?
It was,
It was still cage, because that's when we got the
unsanctioned,
syringe, wasn't it?
Unsanctioned cage match, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
lights out.
the only thing left is an I quit match. That's the only thing I think that can go. And that at Wembley with that crowd could just be fucking brutal, because those two deserve to have that moment on the big stage, because it's been AEW's greatest rivalry. And I actually think they dealt with it quite well, and they were never proper friends. They probably got a little bit too close. I love the moment at All In last year. I'm glad they didn't suddenly become best friends after that. I think that, again, Swerve will cross Hangman. I think their paths will cross in a I don't know. I think it's just going to be intertwined to some extent, and it's going to really hit a culmination, probably with Kevin Knight when he turns and joins the Mobile Embassy. Because I think a tag team will probably join Swerve, and then Kevin Knight, and then that's your four-man stable. I think that's a great heel stable there, and that could do so much for Kevin Knight. I'm not sure which tag team go there yet. It depends what they've got in. I don't know.
Private
but I think
party.
Oh, I fucking hope not.
Yes.
I don't rate them at all. I don't like.
I love them. They need it. This if they're going to have a chance to do something of it, this is what they need. They
I mean, they'd have to, if they change up their gimmick. Look, they put on fucking especially Quinn's bolt up to fucking it. But they can play these smarmy twat heels tag team pretty well. I think if I'm happy to give them a chance to run with it, because I look around at the other tag teams in the division. And I don't see who else would make sense in that kind of a stable with Swerve as the head. Like, there's no, like, it ain't gonna be the Outrunners. Gates of Agony are tied up elsewhere. I think that is what makes most sense to me.
Well, whatever Swerve does do with his group, like if he does get Kevin Knight in a tag team, Nana's got to go. Like you said, no more cool heel, no more dance, no nothing. He has to, like you said, because you broke into Hangman's house, terrorized his kid, but you still had Nana dancing around and to the song and all that shit. No, you got rid of the catchy song. Now get rid of everyone's favorite manager, like
And
you
what
said.
do you do with him?
That's what I was going to say. Where would you fantasy book? Because Prince Nana deserves to be on TV. And do you give him a role where he can try and elevate someone and bring someone up from the lower mid card to be in like a TNT title contender?
I would definitely. I would 100%.
Who would he work with? Who would you work with?
I don't know. There's loads you could throw in there with him. He could get a lot of people over who struggle. I've seen someone suggest sticking Aminata with him going forward. I think that could work. I think that's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if she's ready yet, because isn't she out for a little while now?
I don't think Swerve turns on Nana yet. I think he establishes the stable first, and then they can obliterate him.
Yeah.
If you want to keep getting the heel, beating up Kenny Omega and then beating up Prince Nana, that's pure heel shit.
Nana, I actually think Nana could probably do enough to turn heel himself, but he'd have to murder someone who everybody loves. I don't know who at the moment, but like Nana could just stop dancing, turn heel. I mean, stopping the dancing.
Tony Schiavone. Someone's going to beat up Tony Schiavone at some point. Let Nana beat up Tony Schiavone.
Stopping the dancing and it is a huge thing. I remember. Was it Jericho when he said when he wanted to get some heat, he just stopped Judas for a while, and like people wanted, because he wasn't doing Judas, people started fucking booing, and it's like, rather than cheering along, and like, Nana, just stop your dancing, fuck your coffees off, come out with a beer or something instead, I don't know, and just beat the shit out of someone nice.
my God.
Get the
Surrounded by
faction together, and
psychotics.
then just nasty house call kick to Nana. Yeah, he doesn't need him anymore. What does he need him for? What does he need him for?
You have passed your use.
Nana's like
Fuck
his
off.
Jiminy Cricket. It's his conscience. He needs him.
But
Doesn't need a conscience when he's
Lucy,
No,
when he's
that's the verge of his
legacy.
Lucy, you're
humanity.
too innocent.
A
You're too
mogul
innocent.
doesn't need a
We need more
conscience.
more sinister side. It's cynicism. Yeah, we need more cynicism. We need more sinister shit from you, Lucy. Not that
Wow.
fucking it's heel turn.
You
Fuck
need
yeah.
to for the faces to have something to go against, really. Like that's been my problem for a while. You need good
You've got
heels to make you
MJF.
care.
He's the most evil man on the planet.
Yeah, but he can't well, he probably could do it all himself, but still you want other people to have heels to terrorize them. Yeah, and
Suppose,
and then
if you, yeah, all
and
right.
you
If you're
could,
gonna turn like Takesh to face and stuff, I suppose.
you could then have the elite in trios against Swerve and his group or whatever for a while. You could do anything with it, really.
Okay.
But the more elite, the better for me, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. People were complaining about Young Bucks FTR, and I looked it up, and I
No.
think they had like
Fucking stupid. I don't get it. I don't
haven't
get
they
why
had
they're
like
complaining.
4 matches in 2 years or something?
Dynasty 2024 was the last time they had a fucking match, wasn't
I
it? The
thought
ladder
they'd
match.
have like 10 matches.
Yeah.
Well, obviously I'm a
23
FTR
months.
girly. I'm wearing my.
23 months. It's nonsense. And the
And
thing
I
is,
looked it up
this
because I
match,
thought, have I forgot
this match will
something?
be so good.
It's
This
the
match,
best.
this is going to be so good.
I
Best
want to
two tag
throw
teams of
a
all
wrench.
time.
I want to throw a wrench on how Collision just ended.
We
this
call that a
event.
spanner in the UK.
A what?
No, do we call it a spanner?
Yeah.
Yeah, spanner.
Yeah, a spanner.
All right.
Can you say spanner? How does spanner sound when you say spanner?
So what was it?
Spanner.
Spanner.
Sorry, I'm easily amused.
All right.
Okay.
All right, let me throw a spanner into this. How Collision just ended. So
Is it an
we saw
adjustable
that.
spanner?
So we saw that there was a title eliminator between FTR and the Rascals. Like I'm sure everyone thought like FTR was going to win this easily. You know, that's what they do with the eliminators. But Bucks get it.
I haven't seen this show yet.
Yeah, but Bucks get involved, and the Rascals pick up the win. Now, I think it's obvious. Like, all right, are they going to have like a title match on a Dynamite income, or do we throw a spanner or a wrench into it? Like, do the Rascals do they think to themselves like, rather than doing a 1-on-1, do they? Especially how it ended with the Rascals, the Bucks, FTR, and then the fucking Demand came out there as well. Does it go from a regular 2v2 match with Bucks and FTR? Do they make it a 3-way or 4-way?
That's Dynasty. That sounds like a Dynasty 4-way. Let that build up because you need to keep the Bucks doing stuff. That could be a 4-way Dynasty or something like that.
That'd be nice. Yeah.
So
It's only
Rascals-
4 weeks. It's only 4 weeks, isn't it, from Revolution to Dynasty? So there's not a lot of time to build fresh crews.
You hit the
Sometimes there has to
pay-per-view
be a
cycle, then, don't
continuation.
you? You hit that
Yes.
monthly cycle then from then on. So there's more
I
stuff
love
to
it when
build.
there's a big build to these pay-per-views.
Same,
So
man,
I'm looking
it's-
forward to it. It's like, I remember again between after Full Gear 2022 to Revolution 2023 at the start of MJF's title reign. I still think that was the best run of AEW TV ever. They'd run 8 or 9 Dynamites in a row that were fucking brilliant. And because the wrestling was good, it was really, really fun. When they started adding all the other pay-per-views, I think 4's probably too few, but I think 6 would be the sweet spot for them. But I think it's up to 9 at the moment, isn't it? And it's definitely a couple too many for me. I've really enjoyed looking forward to Revolution rather than it being every 4 weeks and then can I do this because of work? Because it's a 5:30 finish. Then if you've been a good show, you've got the high of it. You're not going to sleep till 6 o'clock in the UK, and it's just our age. That means the next day's a fucking write-off.
I think.
And it's on an hour earlier for us. Our
Oh.
clocks change before theirs do.
Nice.
So we start at midnight.
Oh,
So
that's
the
good.
pre-show will be like
Wait, what
5,
is?
10,
What one?
11.
Oh, Dynasty is?
Revolution. No,
No, Revolution's
is.
March 15th. Our clocks haven't changed then.
They haven't they?
No,
No,
end
it-
of March.
Oh, shite. Well, Dynasty, they're
Yeah.
the next one then.
So
Dynasty might be, yeah.
So yeah, I think we're gonna get the regular tag match with Bucks and FTR. I think it's gonna be the best match they have in the series because I think the Bucks are on a fucking roll. FTR is fucking great, but just let's try to maybe predict the rest of the card right now. So also in Collision, you had they interviewed Ciampa that he wants to go out Fletcher again. So I wonder if they do a rematch at Revolution with Ciampa and Fletcher. You know, straight 1v1 rematch again. That's a possibility.
I'm not a fan of a straight rematch on pay-per-view so soon after it's been on free TV. It doesn't do it for me.
You-
It needs more people or stipulation.
That's what I was
for
gonna
me.
say. Like, I actually want, like, listen, it's the TNT title. It's a mid card title. Let's get some multi-man matches in it, like 4 ways, 5 ways,
Yeah.
6 ways. Like, get more people involved. Like, how about this? If the Rascals are, I think it's Zachary and DeMarcus on the tag team. Get Myron Reed involved in that TNT open challenge. Like, man, like Myron Reed and Fletcher would be great right there. Get Myron Reed. Get Kevin Knight. You know what? Get Kevin Knight and Bailey in there, like maybe, you know, kind of tease a little friction right there. Because like I said, if you're gonna elevate Kevin Knight, like maybe start splitting those two up, like, you know, they're going for the belt or whatever the situation. Do they have that, you know, interaction, like costing each other the match, like plant the seeds right there?
I wouldn't mind that. I'd actually like to see Bailey win it, and Kevin Knight be a bit pissed off because Bailey's got the chance and got the win.
And then you've got 2 with a single. I wouldn't mind them hot potatoing it a little bit, yeah. The other thing about Ciampa is he creeps me out. I mean, you guys see it, right, Mark and Brett?
That's
You
good. That's
see why
the
he creeps us
purpose.
out.
That's the point. Like, I mean,
No, the other reason.
Bald men in their mid-40s with big beards, they always creep me out.
No, he
nice one,
looks
man,
the
thanks.
fucking spitting image of Andy. We all see it, don't we?
Alright, it's just because I've got my beard's going fucking
No,
white.
it's
that's
not.
it.
It's not. There's plenty of blokes with beards in, but I've never compared you to Brandon Cutler, and I never will. You don't look like Wheeler Yuta. No, it's. If you've ever seen him without his glasses, it's a fucking spitting image of Ciampa. It's creepy. I'm watching me telly, and I'm like, bloody hell, he's going to start twatting Hook any minute now.
Well, I wish I was.
He's got a fucking great body, innit? He? Cracking abs.
Oh,
He
thanks,
can't eat
mate.
much fun food though.
No White Castle for him, is there?
No, I
Oh,
can't.
no,
the
no.
Shine's one off Andrade pretty fast.
What does
No,
Andrade
Stolen
do at
over
Revolution?
Ciampa.
Andrade's got to have something big because that guy is on fire. Keep the momentum going. He's been
What
one of the
is-
brightest things about AEW for me
Who?
since.
Who makes
All In.
sense? Like for him and Swerve, like they should be on the card. Like Swerve's so hot at the moment, he should do more than just interfere in a match. But are they going to throw? Is he going to panic and throw a Casino Gauntlet in there?
I don't think Andrade is going to be with the Callis vortex for long. To be honest, I think he's just going to be. Do you know what, Don? I don't even fucking need you because this has took its own direction with the reception he's had. It's like. This is the kind of thing you have to just strike while the iron's hot here. It's fucking.
You know what? Fuck it. Him via Okada.
Yeah,
they
no,
had a little thing where they were in shot with
mind
each other
it.
last
Wow.
week.
But I was thinking more him versus fucking would Swerve take another loss? Probably not yet. But I'm
they're
thinking
both,
more
they're
anyway.
Both heels though. They're both heels though.
Yeah,
now.
but I see Andrade as more of a tweener, and I think he could go against anyone. And Callis be going no, and Andrade be like, oh fuck you, don't fucking need
Why
you
not
anyway.
use the Death Riders feud, put him in against Pac?
I'd love to see that, to be honest, and him maybe tell Don Callis to not fucking to fuck off when he's trying to help him and get him out of the Callis vortex, because he like I say, it's lightning in a bottle with Andrade at the moment. You have to strike now. You can't just let it simmer, which Tony does far too much. I mean, we've seen him do it with a lot of talent where they're so fucking over and he just lets them cool down. Do not let him cool down. This guy is on fucking fire right now. You go back to on this podcast 6 months ago, I was not excited about Andrade coming back at all. I had zero interest. This guy is fucking phenomenal. Push him to the fucking moon right now.
But you know what? It's testament to him, yeah, because look, I saw him in NXT, like when it clicked with him, I saw how good he was. Main roster one didn't work, but then Vince McMahon fucked literally everyone that he brought up at that point. Yeah, it was just pure carnage with no fucking pathway. So I felt a bit sorry for him. He's AEW and I was excited he joined. It underwhelmed beyond, up there with Miro, up there with Aleister Black. It was such an underwhelming run. Didn't care when he left. Went back to WWE, exactly followed the exact same pattern really. But this time, and it's all credit to him. And I'm really happy. Like, a lot of people out there have backed him from day one. I definitely wasn't one of those people.
No.
And now, like, if he left now and went back to WWE, that would be a massive, massive loss because he's I mean, he's not I don't think he's good. I don't think there's any chance of that. But like, yeah, you're right. You've got to keep him on TV on a weekly basis. You've got to keep things focused around him because he's just in that moment right now. He's finally reaching his potential. So, you know, like you get some footballers who, like, you know, they're good from a young age. Like Kevin De Bruyne, like, everyone heard about this guy at 16 years old. Went to Chelsea, didn't work out. Went back off to Germany. Comes back to England at, 25? And you're thinking, this is a football manager player. Is he going to be any good? Then 25, 26, his cadence clicks. And he's like the best in the world. And that's kind of where Andrade is now. This is finally, it's the right environment for him, the right everything for him. You've got to strike. I don't know what it entails, because there seems to be a title lineage that I see focused, pretty obvious going forward. But he should be in that scene. He should be the focal point of a lot of things. He should not be called off at all. But we've seen this happen before with people who may get called off. I really would be so stupid if they do that right now.
If it feels like sometimes Tony panics a bit, like people get over and he's like, oh shit, I haven't planned for this. But we need to keep with the plan.
Stick to their booking.
Yeah,
They've got a
and
plan
then
of what's going to happen.
We've seen it like with it happened, you know, for favourite ones. It happened with the Outrunners twice, where they became the biggest merch sellers, was so fucking over, and they just moved them back out to cool down. Then they did it again, and then cooled them down and moved them out. They did it with Big Bill when he was over as fuck, and then for some reason brought him back when he was as cold as he's ever been in his career to fucking face Eddie Kingston.
And it can work. It's doing that pivot, if you like. I know we don't like the word pivot, but look at what happened with the Acclaimed. They lost it that night, as was the booking, but he was like, they went, oh, hang on, and then they put it on them, and it was brilliant.
And they were on fire at that point. I mean, that was like, again, it was one of them things that you have to strike while the iron's hot.
Looking at the Revolution card, you've got to think there's so many people in the Don Callis fight. Like when you look at Fletcher, Okada, Andrade, and Takeshita, you've got to think that someone needs to break away, because there should be a match somewhere amongst that at Revolution, because you've got to get some high profile matches on this card. Because so far, like, don't get it wrong, I'm going to enjoy Hangman and JF. Don't get it wrong, I'm going to love the Bucks v FTR. And don't get it wrong, what's the third match?
Takeshita and Mox.
No time limit.
I've seen them already. I need some new, fresh matchup for this pay-per-view. Something I've never seen before between two of the big guys. Because Revolution, this is one of your biggest shows. But you've got to do something here.
Okada and Andrade would be great, but I just like, I mean, you could even go with the Don Callis. He's done that before, hasn't he? Where I'm testing my own against each other. But the problem is, like, neither can take a loss right now. You'd have to end it in some kind of bullshit finish, because Okada, you can't be losing him at the moment. You've got to push on with this fucking split like soon, and have him drop, you know, take a loss, his first loss in however long. Well, not his first loss, but, you know, a loss to Takeshita. And then with Andrade, that guy can't fucking lose at the moment, because he's on a fucking tear. You have to keep the momentum going.
Not fair, unless the family band together to kick him out and cause a loss.
A bullshit finish, fucking. As long as it's not Vicky Guerrero coming back, you can go with anything, really.
Who's going to stand up for Kenny to face Swerve, though? Like, Swerve cannot just interfere in his pay-per-view. He has to be on this show. But guess who?
Not good, is he?
I think, do you know that would be a good one for the Hangman thing. But not, you know, kind of at the next pay-per-view, be like, like Hangman having lost and not going after the title, going, you know, what you've done to Kenny, fuck you, you know. And,
I haven't got a title to defend, so I'll defend what really matters.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like that. But I've wanted Hangman back in the Elite for a while, so, you know, you could do that.
God, it's a shame Adam Cole's not.
I know, fucking hell.
Same with Jay White, you've got the whole Bullet Club link there, but never mind.
What do you think on the prospect of Finlay coming in?
Oh.
Of who?
I don't know enough about him. I can't imagine they need him.
I'm not fussed on him, to be honest, at all. But like, whatever. There's been a few they've got who have not been fussed on, and they've come in and been great. So I guess you see. I just feel like there's too. I just feel like there's too many. There's too many at the moment, though. That's my only issue. I think there's so many that you're benching so many people.
For that? With the whispers about Ring of Honor going around.
Yeah, they're more than whispers now, aren't they?
Yeah, everybody's hinting at, was it Riccaboni or someone saying, oh, well, there's something, but I won't tell you what it is. Well, that's no fucking use, is it? And now they've got a regular spot, it looks like. The rumour is they're going to be recording there, or I don't know. Nobody's saying anything.
This was the plan.
You're going.
Yeah, so this Sunday in Jacksonville, they're going to be recording at a studio like around the area, around Jacksonville's field, around Daly's place. I have no idea how many tapings they're going to do, how long it's going to be. It could be potentially like a permanent spot for them, like them recording like TV or episodes there, like, which I think is good. Like that, it would be a good, like, that's official like separation from the AEW product, if that's their permanent home.
How they're going,
like I think that'd be if it could be like how do you say, like a 300-400 seat, like, setup that they do for television. I mean, that'd be perfect. I mean, that's what they do for NXT, and whatever your criticism about the TV show is, like, they make it look good for TV, like as a developmental. I think that would be a similar setup for Ring of Honor. I think would be perfectly fine, because I mean, been questioning like all the signings that they've done in the past 6 months to a year, and now if that is the case, then that makes all the sense in the world, right?
If that's what they're doing, but
if that's what they're
tell us
doing,
any
like maybe
bloody
I'll get a better idea this Sunday. Maybe they do make an announcement when things are all said and done.
They're going to, surely they've got to make an announcement because you can't. There's been enough crumbs like dropped in front of us now that you've got to come up with something pretty soon. And
It
give
all
us.
depends on. It depends whether it is a TV deal, though, doesn't it, or whether this is just still going to be taping for Honor Club. Like, if it is still taping for Honor Club, there'll be a bit of separation because people won't all be flying to the same venues. But like, you still feel like there'll be so much crossover, and you'll have Bandito running around with the Ring of Honor title on AEW every week, and I'd like proper separation myself. I'd like it to feel like two different products rather than just.
I mean, they've got the roster to do it now.
Yes.
They have the roster to do it. They should be doing it now.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for it.
And there's got the women to do it now as well.
And me and Andy, I think, are in agreement on who the man is to take that title off of Bandito. I mean, it's fucking Blake Christian.
It's got to be Blake Christian with his fucking
love,
Bandito match.
I love Blake.
He's so fucking good. I've told you this for 12 months. He's amazing.
Yeah, I mean,
the guy's got everything.
Everything he does is in the ring.
But
everything he does in the ring, he's so smooth and effortless. Like he doesn't look like, I'm not trying to like, not as an insult, like he doesn't try hard. Everything is just effortless with him. Like he go from point A to point B like so smoothly. Like I love the Bucks and Swirl tag team this past Collision. I think Lee Johnson has improved as well. But yeah, they have the roster where they can take the belt off of Bandito and put him on the.
But what's a vanilla baby?
It's him. Like,
Lucy.
Someone please explain to me.
Are you a boomer?
I didn't know this, honestly. I didn't know.
Is it a thing? Is it a real thing?
I
thought it was
googled
just
it.
little and white.
No, I googled it. I found out what it was.
Oh, it's a real thing. Do I need to Google?
Yeah.
All right,
do you want to tell these lot?
Because he kind of looks like the rapper. Oh my god.
I don't like no whips and chains, but you can. But you could pick Jack Harlow.
Yeah, Jack Harlow.
Yeah,
because he looks like Jack Harlow a little bit, and then he has a song called Vanilla Baby. Like, I don't like no whips and chains.
I don't know who that is.
Tony's trying to get the song as well. He did say at the last pay per view.
But here's the problem.
I thought it was like a jelly baby, like a sweetie. Or something.
But so here's the problem. Like, as great as that would be, like. Blake Christian's a heel. That would make him a face if they give him that song, because the crowd will be.
I don't think so, because
trust me, I was there for Death Before Dishonor a couple years ago in Hammerstein. Like when they did the ROH TV taping, like halfway through his match, we kept singing that entire hook for the song over and over and over. I guarantee if they give him that song on a pay-per-view, it's. Unfortunately, it will force him to turn a babyface. They love that song. Like, I mean,
I don't know, man, because everyone sang "Fucker Judas" every fucking time Jericho's on. He's still a heel for fucking 2 years.
True.
I think he could make it work because he'll just do his.
Song?
Yeah, he'll just do his arrogant looking swagger along to it, won't he? And his shit eating grin while it's playing. He knows how to make it work.
He has got a shit eating grin as well, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. And his Bandito mask, the ice cream one, is fucking incredible. Please sell that, Tony. Sell me a fucking Blake Christian Bandito mask. I don't want a fucking White Castle mask, but a Bandito Blake Christian one. I'll fucking buy one now. Like, put it on now. I'll buy it.
Right.
All right. Okay. Have I missed anything from Revolution? Was that it?
No, yeah, we kind of detoured then, didn't we? But like, there's
we did into Ring of Honor because nobody else can tell me anything.
There's probably we didn't touch on any of the women's matches. I mean, like, so Tekla, who do we think? I think they might push Toni for a first opponent.
No, that's a terrible idea.
No. She's got to get a win regardless, whoever they put her against.
Why is it terrible?
Because I just don't want Toni anywhere near the world title scene again just yet, because she's going to lose, obviously.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. I want to see Toni Storm be with Yuta. I want to see Toni Storm be with Yuta. I want to see them finally do it. I want a proper legitimate, actual proper intergender one-on-one match.
I don't know if
didn't they do a house show and have Mox absolutely beat the shit out of her and like her a proper fight, so they can do it. I know they've only done it
with tags at the moment. So.
Yeah. I know there's different laws in different counties or states and things.
Well,
in America.
it's in LA, so I think LA they'll be fine.
As long as they do the research before they actually book the match and don't do what they did with Darby Mox
Yeah.
and fucking
blood allowed.
main event it and then afterwards go, oh yeah, we weren't allowed to do any of the crazy shit. Well, you fucking knew that beforehand.
Yeah, you booked it.
Imagine him booking fucking Yuta against Toni and then them just standing there and maybe a little slap and that's it because they're not allowed.
Little dance off.
Just a slap and a roll up. That's it.
Yeah.
A surprise roll up.
Honestly, Brett, your country and the rules just fucking fascinate me. You can't have people pretend fight because of their genitals, but you can go and shoot fucking 20 people.
That's
Honestly.
fucking mad, isn't
It's
I think
it's
that's also
it's literally a
against the
state by
law.
state issue. It's fucking mad.
Yeah, I do think there are laws against shooting 20 people. I just don't think they're as strictly enforced as the gender shit.
There's also laws that were for shooting 20 people as well. That's how fucked up it is. Like if you feel like they're threatening you, well,
Yeah. If you're wearing the right badge or the right outfit.
it's
That's
yeah.
it. What's the
On
point of
that
changing
note-
one on the pay-per-view? Yeah.
I think I think so. Someone's going to face Tekla. I don't know if they'll push the Bane Willow match by then. Hopefully that would be quite good because I would like to see them pivot. Fucking hell, don't I? I'd like to see them move Bane into singles now and maybe have Lena Cross with Penelope as a tag team and give them a real push.
Yeah, as long as
Willow
Bane's
Penelope doesn't
happening.
get pushed to the side.
Yeah, I think Willow
Yeah,
Bane is happening, and I think
That'd be nice.
Bane
They better not.
wins.
Yeah, what Lucy just said. They better not push them to the side because Penelope has done so fucking much.
She's
in the
been
last
amazing.
Yeah.
She has. She's been
So
one
much
of
credit
the
to her for
bright
how hard
stars.
she's worked to get back.
Oh, definitely.
Brilliant.
And she's so good in ring as well.
Yeah.
So they have to keep that going. And they'll look. She played a lot on the little and large thing with her and Bane, hasn't she? You know, with some of the things they've done. So here with Lena Cross, she's even bigger. So they can kind of carry on with that stuff. Maybe they'll have maybe they get. Do you know what? I don't know what actually. Did they go with tags instead and get the tags off Willow and Harley because they need to? I think at the moment.
I think so.
Yeah,
I think that.
maybe
Actually,
they
I think you're right there.
maybe they do that instead. Yeah, and maybe
Because I think they were going to be the first ones if it hadn't gone wrong.
I think so. Yeah, it felt that way anyway.
Yeah, I think so.
I know we'll never know, but yeah.
Maybe that's what they do. I'd like them to stick another women's match on though, and not just go with the 2 title ones because that's tends to be what they fucking do.
I'd like Marina Shafir to have a match of her own.
Yeah, she's gonna be. She could probably be one for Willow down, along the way because she ain't gonna be facing Tekla at any point unless they do a multi woman match. And Statlander, what they're going to do with Statlander now, they owe it to Statlander, I think, to try and help her kind of, not repackage, but help her kind of solidify whatever character she's got and start building it back up again because they fucked that reign for her big time. And it's like harsh because you've had so many people coming out after that. Like, look, not to be I'm not going to do the Ric Flair fucking video again, but we told you so. But, It just from the start it didn't work, and it was always going to be. It was, and it wasn't her fault at all. And now you're seeing a lot of people after it's come out going, yeah, who were at the time saying it was great. Now going, yeah, it was all her fault. She didn't have the charisma, or she did. No, that's bollocks. She's not got the charisma of some of the others, but they did not fucking handle her right at all. I mean, for 18 months she's been go-to for. So we need an opponent for someone. She'll do. And so they flipped and flopped with her a lot to the point where she's been face heel one week to the next. She couldn't string 2 wins together because she was either putting over Mercedes or putting over Megan Bain. And like they need to just give her something solid now to push on with. Whatever, come up with a plan for her and push on to kind of get her back in that position again. Oh, actually, on tags we probably have. I'm not going to say the tag name, but we'll probably have Hater and Windsor against somebody. Surely
that'll be in the pre-show though, won't it?
Yeah, probably, yeah. It's a fucking dog shit name.
It's probably against
At
Julia
least
and
it's not their
Sky.
names mashed together.
It's a terrible name, and the gear as well. Like it's like fucking. They've gone with this kind of Captain Carter cross with the British Bulldog kind of fucking look, and I don't like that either. I think it's terrible. They should have kept the stuff they had, but whatever. The tag team, they'll be they're great.
They're
ring,
good.
So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Are we? Bloody hell! It's 10-1.
It's 10-1 in the morning.
It is. Are you still in the?
God.
Yeah.
I'm still in the gym. Yeah, I've still got to drive home after this, and then I'm going to watch Collision because I had a triple shot of espresso about 2 hours ago. I'm wired up still. So I'm gonna finally go home and watch Collision. I fell asleep doing it on Saturday because I've been awake for 17 hours already.
Sounds like a good night.
I thought Collision was a lot better than Dynamite this week. I loved
Did
it.
you?
Yeah.
No, it was good. It wasn't better
I
than
haven't seen it yet to judge it. I love Dynamite this week.
The Swerve Omega match aside, I thought Collision was better than Dynamite in every way.
No.
Oh, we have a
No, it was
question.
good, it
We have a
wasn't
question
better.
before we fuck off. We have a question from Cool2K on the Discord. The Discord that I need to be more active in. We all probably should be.
That I keep forgetting about.
He says, what direction do you see the ops going in now that Hook is the leader? Fuck off. This is dog shit.
Ooh.
The only direction I want him to go in is down because the Hook should not be leading anybody. The idea that Hook is Shibata's leader is fucking insulting to the human fucking race.
Shibata should be learning.
Ops
Hook
to the
can elevate him
moon, baby.
It's
to a
fucking
new level,
ridiculous.
yeah.
You don't think Shibata could learn a thing or two from Hook as the best second generation wrestler of all time?
Yeah.
Shibata could definitely learn a thing or two from Hook.
I mean,
He could learn how to forget what he's supposed to be doing in the middle of a match.
listen,
Hook's great at
Shibata
that.
is great, but he's not a young, handsome devil, though.
No. We
Shibata's
don't
got
have a
too many.
Shibata signal, do we?
Yeah,
He's got
who
too
said-
many moves.
Hook's got to have a high-profile match at Wembley, isn't he? Let's be honest.
Does he?
Main event, probably.
I'm just gonna make sure you go to sleep with these thoughts in your head.
Yeah, no, he has
Andy.
actually, because I'm gonna be drinking that much with the prospect of it that I'm gonna need a long fucking piss. So put Hook in there. Let him suplex someone over and over again for fucking
You're
2
so
minutes.
mean, Andy. Grumpy old man.
I just
Yeah.
don't see
I've-
any. I don't see anyone that would benefit being in a group with Hook. I genuinely don't. Like, I'm not even. I'm not being.
Outrunners.
I just don't.
Danhausen was good.
No.
Hookhausen was funny for
Do-
like
do you know
10
what?
minutes with the crisps.
Actually, a credit to Danhausen. Danhausen and Jericho are the only two people that have made anyone give two fucks about Hook. One was because they were eating crisps, and the other one was because he stole his dad's belt and just acted like a dickhead with it. Like, no,
Oh, yeah.
that's it. No one has given a shit about him for aside, apart from Joe. Actually, Joe dragged him to a semi decent match once.
Yeah.
But like, I don't see anyone who would benefit from being in a group with him. I genuinely don't. I feel like whoever is in with a group with him would suffer.
Poor Hook.
I don't.
well.
Do you guys disagree? Do you think anyone would benefit from being in a group with Hook?
I could, but it's like nearly 1 a.m, so I'm going to give
No,
you
no,
this
no,
one.
no, Lucy, no one could.
No.
Let's not beat around the bush. It's like, could anyone benefit from being in a group with the Miz?
I could try.
No, some
I could
things,
try.
no, you can't. Honestly, Lucy, honestly,
Do they have to
you're
be
the most
in
positive person, and
AEW?
I respect your positivity, but no one can
If I
really,
can look
no one can
outside
possibly.
AEW, I will try and find someone for next time. I will think of someone and I will come up with a
You
justification.
have fun
Just you
with that.
wait.
And
I
I will
will,
cheer
I
you on
will.
from the sidelines.
While I explain why Kermit the Frog should team with Hook. I'll come up with something. Just give me a week. I won't be beaten.
You could have as much time as you need.
My
Yeah.
optimism will not be beaten by Hook.
Right. So I think that's a good ending point for episode 84 of the Group Chat Wrestling Podcast. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Please follow us on XGW Podcast UK for all news and updates show related. Please follow for our specials for the Eve Riots shows for the recaps for Lucy and a friend of the show Alyssa as well. I'm going to continue doing that on the channel as well. Doing good on that end. And follow us on TikTok and Instagram, GW Podcast UK, for clips that we try to upload every week from the show. And with that, doing it, the it's perfect place to end right here. We thank you for your time and energy joining us just ramble on, but enough. Goodbye and good night. Bang. AJ, please come to AW. AJ, please come to AW. AJ, please come to AW. AJ, you want to
Pray to WWE.
Come on,
Fucking flat
please,
ass
come
cunts.
on. Oh no, the
He's in
gay
the
community, the gay community.
I have no idea where this is going. What's going on?
It's AJ's